Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's look is going to be a purple inter tear duct look with a sharp cat eye, and I'm going to try and attempt to do my cat eye on camera because I know y'all know I'd be struggling with that just because I have to get super close up. But we're gonna do the tape method today, so hopefully that helps. Hopefully I can do it without a problem today and you guys are satisfied with it. Please don't forget to comment. Give me ideas, guys. Give me things to do. Cause I'm kinda vibing right now and I'm kinda just winging it. But give me ideas to do. Don't forget to comment, to like, to subscribe, and turn on your notifications. To tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. We're telling friends all year, guys. And if you are interested in seeing this look, stay tuned. Thank you, guys. So hey guys, per usual, I started with my eyebrows prepped and done and my face primed, and I went in with my last foundation mix, which was the Rimmel Lasting 25-Hour Breathable Longwear Foundation, which you guys know is my favorite, and I paired it with my new favorite, the L'Oreal Infallible Up to 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation, and I just buffed that in with my usual e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, and I actually took it over my eyes this time just because we weren't putting shadow like on our actual lid, and I didn't want it to look out of place. I needed everything like balanced in one color. So I know it looks a little flat, but it'll pay off eventually because I'm gonna add concealer, add, you know, eye, whatever, and everything like that. And of course I am blending into my heart's content because y'all know how I am about blending. Blend, blend, blend. And I'm taking the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Contour Concealer in the color Cappuccino. And I'm actually taking an oldie but goodie, which is the Infallible Pro Glow Concealer in the color 08 Cocoa. And I'm actually mixing that. And then I even take it up because I wanted it a little brighter. And I go in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Toffee, which is what I usually use under my brows when I want them to look a little bit more sharp. So I just added all three of those today. Yeah, I went in a little intense. I wanted it to be super, you know, simple glam, but glam still. So I wanted it a little brighter under there. Then I took my usual e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush and I went in with that, and I was showing you guys what eyelashes I was using. I was using my Old Faithful Ardell Faux Mink in 811. Those are amazing. They give you like a cat feline eye look. It's super nice. But back to this, I am here blending out until my heart is content, and I actually had to wipe off some of that LA Pro Conceal because it just like squirted out and I didn't notice until I went in to blend it. But, you know, everything was still copacetic. Then I took my dirty beauty blender, guys. I'm sorry, my beauty blender is dirty. Don't judge me, and don't use the dirty beauty blender. Do not follow my footsteps. And I just re-blended it out. And I completely forgot about doing the tape method in this video. So if I would have remembered, I probably would have did my cat eye first without doing my concealer, but it worked out in the end. So that's me with the beauty blender per usual. And then once I'm done blending everything out, I couldn't find my Airspun powder, and it's because I have been on the run and I had it with me in another bag. So I'm gonna take a slight break and go grab it, and then I'll pop back up and put it on. So I found my trusty dusty Airspun powder, and I'm actually going to put that on with my dirty beauty blender, and I'm going to bake. You guys know the process. You guys know what I usually do, so I'm not going to talk too much through this. So yeah, enjoy. Get into it. Got to do a little dance per usual. And then I am taking my Ruby Kisses Pure Mineral Concealer in chocolate. And yes, it still annoys me every time I say the word chocolate, because that is not, or not chocolate, caramel, because that is such a chocolate color and not a caramel color. It is in the color caramel, guys. I'm sorry. And I'm just going to contour with that, and then I'm going to go over it with my usual CoverGirl Queen Collection Ebony Bronzer in Ebony Bronze. And, you know, the usual. And then I'm going to snatch my nose with both a brush and a finger per usual. And I'm showing you guys that I am not using the same dirty brush. I'm using another Flawless Concealer brush to contour everything. So you guys know I'm not a complete slob. Like, all my brushes aren't dirty. So sad. So here we are starting with the tape method, and my number one tip is to make sure that you put the tape on your hand or anywhere on your skin before you put it on your eyes, because your eyes are very sensitive, and snatching like harsh tape off, it'll probably make you like teary-eyed or cry or feel like your skin just got burned off. Not trying to be dramatic, but I just placed it right where the bottom of my eyelash or my bottom eye line ended, and angled it upwards. And I really still struggled, guys. This is something I'm probably gonna have to work on in the future, because I couldn't like get it right. So I'm just gonna let you guys watch me struggle, because this like frustrated me more than I don't even know what. And then this eye, I got way thicker than I wanted to, so I'm gonna do the other eye off camera and show you guys, and come back and show you guys. And then you'll see I had to adjust the thickness, because this one was way thicker and I was not happy about it. But the tape part worked. That's why I was like, okay, girl, you didn't mess up your concealer. So here, I'm just showing you guys how it came out when I did it off camera, and I really like the more thin look. But, you know, I went back in and I adjusted it, and this is just me like going over the front and making sure everything is like as thick as the other side. And I'm gonna adjust it here, and I was not happy about doing that, but whatever, as long as it looked, you know, equal. I kept looking at it and frowning. I'm so like such a brat. And then I am taking next my e.l.f. 18 Hit Wonders palette. I always say 18 World Wonders for some odd reason, but it's Hit Wonders palette, and I'm taking the color Velvet in there, and I'm just going to kind of tap it in a circular motion into my inner tear duct. And then I'm gonna go over it with another color to make it pop, even though it was kind of like electric then, but I just wanted to make it pop just a little more if I could. But yeah, I've been trying to keep the palettes and every like thing, all the products the same. Just if you are like somewhat of a beginner, or you aren't into makeup and still want like, you know, glam looks, you don't have to keep buying something or keep getting a new product over and over and over. So I've been trying to keep it like, you know, one palette at a time. And then I went in with my Sephora like single my single eyeshadow in Midnight Kiss, and I just put it over there, and it definitely made it pop, honey. It was like, okay, I can do this. It's a very dramatic eye look for something that was super simple. And I don't know what gang signs I was throwing up. I am not in a gang. I am not affiliated with a gang. I do not need no beef. Y'all don't come at me. And then I took my Infallible L'Oreal Pro Matte Powder, per usual, and swept off the unbothered Airspun powder that I thought was going to be super dented. And I was going to go back in with the Mega Liner, but I had to wait because you guys know I get teary-eyed and I didn't want to ruin anything because of my eyes again. So I was like, let's just give it a minute. Let's just let them dry a little. Let's go in with some bronzer to make it, you know, to pass the time by. And I didn't really like how this came out for this look. I guess it's more of my like everyday bronzer, but I didn't really like how this came out. This is the Estee Lauder Edit bronzer, the barest bronzer, and I guess it's too bare for this look, so I go back over it with the CoverGirl Queen. Yeah, I'm like deep in that cheek again, because bring me my cheekbone back, you know? And for both of those, I took the e.l.f. angled brush. Yeah, I use the same brushes every time, guys. That's why sometimes they're dirty, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're clean, but sometimes they're wet and clean, so sometimes I can't always use them. But, you know, typical usual stuff. And I went back in and just sharpened that like inner eyeliner, and then I took it down a little bit. You see, like right in the corner. Thank God for this brush size. Thank God for Wet n Wild. Thank God for Mega Liner. And I didn't realize how thin my eyeliner looked as far as like going over my lid. So I did go back in, and you'll see that probably towards the end of the video that I made it thicker. So it's not just a little like dainty cat eye sticking out. And then I took my broken gel waterproof liner by e.l.f. that I need to replace, that I kind of refuse to replace. Ever since I broke it that day, guys, I was like, oh, okay, like this is the game. And I just take it down on the bottom of my eyes before I do my bottom eyelashes. Then I am taking my Smashbox Super Fan, and I am actually making my brows pop a little more. So laying them down on my brows here so they're a little bit bolder, which you guys will see after. And then I'm taking it down to my lower lash line to give it like a smudgy look. And that's what this brush is so amazing for. This brush is like the real MVP. The mascara brush. I'm clearly obsessed with brushes. I'm clearly obsessed with a lot of things. I clearly binge on everything. Then I took my NYX Bright Idea illuminating stick in the color Bermuda Bronze. I used it almost every video so far. And you know, this is like my neutral, like only when the light hits highlight, but I want it to be a little bit bolder today. So I actually go over this, like I said it, I guess, with the Wet n Wild cruelty-free all glown up highlighting powder. It's the loose powder, and it, honey, do you see that gleam? I was like, oh, give me fierceness, give me cheek highlight that the moon can see. I was into it. And then after this, I went off camera, readjusted my eyeliner, and I come back with my lashes on, and we are going to get into the lip, which is simple, everyday, the normal. So here I'm taking my normal lip liner in dark brown which is just an old eyebrow pencil, don't judge me. And I'm taking it and pairing it with the NYX Lip Lingerie in Bustier. I never knew how to say that word. Somebody help me. But yeah, I'm just gonna fill in my lips, make them have some kind of dimension for when I put the color over there. That's why I put that line in the middle. And then I'm just going to go in, and I'm actually going to have to go over again with the lip liner. If you guys are my skin tone or darker, you got to be careful with like lip colors like this, because sometimes they can make you look like you have like ashy lips. So in order to avoid that, just make sure you have a liner. I stick with brown. I'm pretty simple. And this is going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this look.
Are you ready for real, girl?